Hello, everybody. Joe the Lawyer here. Special guest, Mr. Welch. I am joining him in spirit with the hat I got at the rent fair a while back with my nieces and nephews.
God. It's going to be one of those nights.
Special guest of the month, Glenn. Mr. Welch is joining us today, along with Joe Vlog, Greyhawk Grognard, Eric Tankar of Tankar's Tavern.
Hey, folks.
Yeah, this is fun. We're looking forward to this, man. We were just saying before, looking forward to getting to know Glenn, getting to know his opinions and his take on things. And we have definitely at one point or another, we got to have like a good old fashioned steel cage match between Joe and Glenn about which is better, my Star or Greyhawk, of course. That might be the crescendo, the final Sunday
We'll say
video.
that for the last one of the month.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to each other after that.
Who's gonna wear the feather boa though? That's what I wonder. I think Eric has a feather boa, if I remember correctly.
I have worn the corpse paint for a video. Actually, the last one that Joe was on with me with the 50 channel collaboration.
Yeah.
I went full corpse paint.
I'm looking forward to that. You invited me the first time this. I'm looking forward to doing that coming up in late spring, early summer, I think.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to come out in May. I've got 3 videos out of 50 submitted.
Nice.
I always shock you when I do mine so quick.
Yeah. I'm used to everybody doing it at like at 11 o'clock the day before.
Like Joe does with our videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you did say it was due on 420, which I can't. I'm a pothead. I cannot do this earlier than 420 now. It will be done on 420 under the influence. I mean, this is how it's going to roll.
Easy. That date is easy to remember.
It actually did make it easy to remember.
Yeah. It's when I compete with the Monster Week where everybody's like, "Oh, we forgot about yours."
Speaking of members, we got a couple new ones. I got a new one. A T Broadbent TTB became a channel member, Grognard level for me. And Eric, I think you got one there too.
Yeah, no, I know. Holy crap.
Yeah, we got Ron the Sage, 2751, became a minion of Eric. So yeah, all memberships, guys, are out there. You got our videos.
Oh, guys, somebody's got to join my channel. Let's get this ball rolling.
Let's get the ball rolling.
Wait! You want balance? Come on, this is old school. There's no balance.
No such thing as balance. That's a new school thing. We don't do balance in old school.
Crazy.
No, it doesn't have to be balanced. Glenn doesn't need it to get any. Just the 3 of us.
Yeah. Well,
perfect imbalance.
Yeah. I don't think I even have memberships.
Really?
Yeah.
I think what the hell? They get videos early, at least for me. I think Eric does the same thing.
That's what I do. 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
I make my videos as soon as I have spare time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my job, the schedule is so fluid that it's difficult to, find time to actually make a video.
Yeah.
I was trying to make 3, and I ran out of time to do the latest Star Wars review. So
Star Wars.
Star Wars. I review the West End game ones. I've got. I've got the source book. Actually, I got it right here, and it's funny because I bought this. And it's been sitting on the shelf for years. And right here.
What is that?
Shadows of the Empire.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So I bought this, and like I said, I hadn't looked at it, and then I start to review it, and then I discover it's got 2 chapters. It's got no chapter 2 and 2 chapter 3s.
There you go. Did Wizards of the Coast put that out, or who?
No, West End Games.
West End.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, okay, let me call them up and tell them, and have them send me a new one. Oh wait, they've been out of business for 20 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere or another, the PDF area made a big delivery one time of all the West End D6 Star Wars shit back in the day. I was quite grateful of that. So I took a good look at it. I played it once. It was. I think the DM sucked or whatever they call it in that system. It was terrible. But Kroon Tan apparently is asking for your membership there, Mr. Welch. So he wants you to be. He wants you to open up memberships, and it sounds like he'll subscribe to the $50 level. I think he said.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, that just means more work. Give me. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was just the weirdest thing. So I can't remember. It's not important. It's just no. Here it is. Here we go.
No, let
page
me
45.
I'm digging you here. Wait a minute. Let me
page
make
45.
There you go. 45. Hold it up there again, man. Hold it up.
Hold on. I gotta go back. I gotta find out which one was the original 45.
I hear 45, I think, records.
There we go. Page 45.
Yeah. Page
45.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great editing. It makes me feel good. I mean, for all of us who put out shit and there's mistakes in it or whatever, it's like boom, Wrestling Games fucking it up left and right.
I've gotten books from my printer, and like somebody else's book is inside my cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were
always
showing
a
that
thrill.
last time. Yeah.
Jesus.
The only problem with that book was written in '96.
Yeah. Hey, quick congratulations, Joe Block, Greyhawk Grogner did an interview with Tracy Hickman. It was awesome. I listened to it today, and there was a part in there. I got choked up in Thierry, and I was like, and I look over at the video because I'm listening. I see Joe, glasses off, wiping his eyes. It was awesome.
It was a really fantastic. He's just so smart, knows so much about the trade, about writing and everything, and he's just such a nice guy.
A gentleman.
I am so glad I got to do that.
Yeah, smart gentleman.
I did an interview with him once and with some other people, and I made him laugh about asking him about when he's doing the conventions. And does he mind it when the people throw their underwear at him? If I could have my boxers back.
God, as long as they're clean, I guess they probably wouldn't mind. Dirty ones, that's where you got to duck.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, man. But I hope you guys got to watch the video. We do have a topic today, believe it or not. We do.
Yeah, but I thought we changed that at the last second retroactively.
Oh, Christ. A few more sips of this.
I see what you did there.
I wouldn't have gotten that, man. So that's impressive. Impressive. This again for the YouTube censors. This is vodka flavored water today. So YouTube censors will not get us in trouble. I see the beer up there, and Eric, you got your tampon drink.
It's half and half, but it's
tampon tankar.
You bastards, you bastard. Listen, after the live, I'll have my nighttime snacks, my glass and a half of wine.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I gotta be. Somebody has to be sober for this show.
All right, and Glenn, what do you got going on, buddy? I know you got up to get something.
I have sugar-free HEB lemon water.
What the hell is that?
The stuff that's on sale that is for my health.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now you see, we got two designated, but I'm only designated for the next hour and a half, and
then you're undesignated anymore.
And I'm not designated anymore. It's like, all right.
I tend to avoid because the last thing you want is me with less inhibitions. I did that last.
Why do you want this? This is why we do it on a Sunday night. We can let loose.
I did that last video completely sober, guys.
Good evening, Joseph, fellow Grognard DMs. We tend to do it to attract a lot of DMs, don't we? I think the DSR does in general. I mean, most of us are DMs, I think, right?
I think our whole social group, you and me, we chat with on text messages throughout the day. Everybody's a DM by trade, which makes organizing a game a lot of fun because it's anybody can step up and take the reins.
Yeah.
And when we did the Shadow Dark, I think the reason why Kelsey liked it so much is because we were able to argue out the rules quickly and make decisions as a group of GMs.
Yeah. And we got shit, remember? We got shit from the audience because they're like, oh, this is the first time you're running it. You should run the rules as written. And I added up the numbers. I said, we have over 300 years of experience on this screen in front of you. We could fuck with it a little bit before we jump in.
Yeah, the thing is, it's Shadow Dark, so it's not like you have to you don't discuss the text. You just need an etch-a-sketch.
Yeah.
Shot across the bow.
The thing is I'm most famous for all the stuff I did while I was a player.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote the Mr. Welch list, and that was it was up to like 2665. And I was just messing with a DM last week where it's like, okay, you get one free wish, and it's or you get the 3 wishes, and it's like, never give me wishes. And it's like I ended up getting like 7 free wishes because I was making stuff that's like, I wish children couldn't get cancer. And it's like the genie's like, all right, I'll give you that one for free. And I wish dogs had lived as long as you did. All right, I'll give you that one for free too. It's like, it's like, and I wish Firefly got more than 1 season. And I was like, okay, stop it.
That would be the greatest wish of ever all time right there. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that was
absolutely, man. Tried to get my brother to watch that for a while. He couldn't get into it. He watched the first episode with the pilot. If you watched it in order, it was the pilot. I know they came out of order, but the pilot one with the war and all that shit, I just can't get into it. I said, you have to watch the whole thing, and then you're going to hate life that there are no more. You just have to get through the whole series. You know, it's one of those.
I feel that way about Space Above and Beyond.
Okay.
That was that was a fantastic show.
Jesus, I remember that vaguely. It was like a long time ago, wasn't it?
With like the Marine space pilot.
Yeah, Chiggy von Richthofen.
Chiggy von Richthofen. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that guy talking about me running a drunk character. That's he used to work. He wrote 7th Sea. Played that one to death.
We have a couple comments in here that lead us right into a perfect segue into our topic. It says, for Magnum, Wizards of the Coast just can't leave the whole franchise alone. And then we have another one. I feel the same way about Dark Sun. They'll just screw it up badly, in which case I suggest Shadow Sun by our friend Chubby Funster over there. But yeah, I think that's the topic du jour is what happens when Wizards of the Coast puts their grubby little fingers on a setting again and tries to make it better or modernize it or change the sensibility factor for it. What happens? What do? In my opinion, I think they break a lot of shit, right? But I think I had a different opinion than you guys as to whether it matters or not, I believe. So what's your take, Joe? Where did you come down on it?
I came down in the middle because I don't like arbitrary retconning. Like I'm gonna go from the Greyhawk perspective because it's me. But in the new DM's guide, they just arbitrarily started gender swapping and race swapping leaders of countries, and they changed names of things because they felt it wasn't suitable for modern audiences. That kind of stuff. That's I think it's an abomination. But when you're talking about adding stuff to the setting that makes sense in the context of the setting, so I used what do you call it? From the Ashes and Greyhawk Wars as an example, because those were actually advancing the timeline in a way that, in retrospect, I didn't like it at the time, but over a couple of years, I realized how good it was. That they were actually just following what Gygax and Rob Kuntz were doing in those Events of the Flyness articles in Dragon, where they were advancing the timeline, because the gold box is 576. Those articles were 577 and 578. And then Greyhawk Wars picks it up 581. It was a natural progression. So it feels earned. It was done with respect for what had gone before. When they just take things arbitrarily and just say, oh no, the Elder Elemental God doesn't exist. That's really Tharizdun, because Tharizdun's hot right now. Or Prince Thrommel is actually a vampire. He's not just an illusion pretending to be it's lazy. It's like it just feels lazy and unearned and it's disrespectful. So I think it depending on how it's done, I think it could come down on either side.
Okay. Hey Glenn, what do you think, man?
That depends on how you do it. I was like, Mystara has been retconned to death. It is sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. There's one module, X9, Savage Coast. It's been retconned 3 times. It was so bad. It's like, but then they started retconning parts out of, they started retconning things out of Mystara into Forgotten Realms. And it's like, hey, Strongheart the Paladin, the King of Irendi. Well, now he's from Faerun. Oh, now he's on the cover of the 5th edition Player's Guide.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
It's like everything from Greyhawk ended up in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, 5th edition. It's the 5thest of all editions. And the Forgotten Realms started taking everything. It's like Tortles, that was from Mystara. They've done the Djinn, the Tabby, the Nightwalker. Those were all ours. Sometimes if you're retconning things to fix it, because there's certain things that when you ask them about, you're like, why did you change this? Because they don't want to talk about how badly they screwed it up the first time.
Yeah.
So they say, we'll just change it, and then you get into retcon wars, which is hilarious. Oh, cat damn, I love it.
One thing I love about that is Ed Greenwood in Dragon actually wrote, you can do a God's War to make changes to your setting once.
Yeah.
And of course they've done it like 5 times.
Time of Trouble, you got the Spell Play, you got the Sundering. But then when they start flipping things because it's lazy, they turned Ravenloft, which if you ever get Gabriel on here, learn Portuguese, but the guy who does Hour of the Raven, and he is, he's amazing. But if you get him to ask him about the 5th edition Ravenloft, you can see his cute little hackles raising. Because you're like sitting there talking about like they made the Featherwax twins. They made them black for some reason instead of blonde. And then you have the elf, who's the elf investigator is supposed to be he's paralyzed from being attacked, and he was like he was the Sherlock Holmes, and now he's was it Petey the paralyzed pistol packing paralyzed paladin or paraplegic paladin, and it's like why?
Peace.
Didn't they do that to one of the Vistani too? They like completely changed her around.
Yeah, they did, and they changed it. They rewrote the Vistani because people complained. Mystara has gotten it where they're ashamed of Mystara. That's one problem. So
why? What's wrong with Mystara?
Real world parallels. All of the nations. Well, I say 3/4 of the nations are based on real world. There's fantasy Rome, fantasy Serbia under Byzantine rule. That's kind of
gotcha.
That's what they led with. Fantasy Arabia, Viking land, and there's there was the huge thing with when they came out with the Kara orcs in 5th edition. You've seen it where everybody was arguing, oh my god, they've got Spanish orcs. It's like, Mystara did it back in '88. And like you didn't have a problem with this and you called us racist for having it, and then you did it and it's okay. But you just retconned that. Okay, no. Here, let me just breathe in the hypocrisy. Breathe it in.
But it is WotC. Hypocrisy is the middle name, right?
That's true. Real quick, a thank you to Cadolo1887 for a $5 super chat to me. Much appreciated. I think I speak for everybody here where all super chats are greatly appreciated and helps to go to pay the freaking restream bills that always goes up and everything else. So much appreciated, guys. And it buys us a little drink or something. So yeah, cheers to you. Appreciate that.
Or Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah, and Darth Vader. That's actually from my brother. Every time I watch my brother's dog, they bring me something back from Disney. So I got Vader one year. I got a lightsaber. I got Tony Stark's, Thanos glove, or whatever the hell that is. And so it's a nice deal. I get to walk the dog and play in his pool during the summer, and I get toys and prizes when they get back.
Yeah. And to answer Robovsky, they're not ignoring Mystara. They're keeping it on life support so they can use it for organ transplants. Whenever they need a storyline or a monster in their new one, they'll just go to the old stuff, take it out, and ignore the source.
Yeah.
We used to have Nagbas. We used to have interesting Nagbas. Now they're just minions of the Raven Queen, who's on her 4th background.
First time I heard of the Raven Queen was a 5th edition thing. She was like the Dream Lady or something. She has her own little realm or some weird thing. I'd never heard of this Raven thing.
Yeah.
In the Feywild, and I never heard of this. I'm like, an interesting concept. Now you're saying it's been in Mystara forever. It sounds like.
No, she wasn't Mystara. She was never Mystara. She's actually. You want to talk about retcon?
Yeah.
The Raven Queen is the poster child of retcon. She was originally Nintir Vale because I guess Mercer had her in one of his campaigns.
Okay.
And he was really popular because she's this mysterious queen. It's like, okay, well, we'll put her. They'll take her from that. We'll put her in 4th edition. They changed her. And then Nintir Vale 4th edition died. So they changed her again because they wanted to keep her relevant. So they put her in Greyhawk. And then they said, oh, we're not going to do Greyhawk. Well, shit. All right, so we're going to change her background a 4th time. So she was a Greyhawk goddess, but then she got too powerful. So then she moved up to the big leagues and joined the Raven or the Forgotten Realms Pantheon. Okay. Where she showed up and talked to one of the gods and convinced the god that she was better at doing his job than she was better at doing his job, so he turned over his portfolio to her, and she became a goddess that way.
It's so retarded. It's like how not at all like that's a dream of how people who have no experience in the real world think life works or should work in the real world. Somebody shows up and says, "I'm better than you." Oh, I'll quit my job and give it to you.
Take my salary, take over, just take it. I'll go to the old man's home. Thank you very much.
That was my theory.
Convinced me, noble 20-something. You are obviously self-evidently better than I am at my job.
All right, Stephen Kennedy, she got passed around. That is funny, man. Gotta give you credit. That is funny.
And all those comments, by the way, guys, are why we decided we need to have Mr. Welch here. So if you are a member of me, Joe, or Eric's channels, go down there, click link, and you can subscribe to the Glenn's channel. Yeah. And everybody, share the wealth. Anybody's watching, anybody new here for the first time, that's what we're here for, sharing the wealth, guys. So,
and then, I mean, the parallel there, Joe, Grognard, he can vouch for me. He's like, what did they do? They did kind of the same thing with Tasha/Igwil.
Oh God, don't.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to do a video about that, and there's just too much research. I'd have to read too much to actually have it make sense because there's just so convoluted a history of that damn thing.
Could you have it make sense?
Yeah, my wife,
the Rogue novels and everything else. Then, right?
Because Igwil starts off as Igwil the Witch Queen, but then somebody had the genius idea to no, that's actually Tasha. And she was apprenticed by Baba Yaga. Why can't we just have separate things? Why does everything have to be so reductive?
Yeah. And then they turned into a fairy queen with a witchlight. My wife was just screaming about, her and Grazit. It's like Igwilf and Grazit, the most toxic in every physical sense of the word relationship.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, now I'm the fairy queen.
Hey, not sure who got a super chat for $12 USD, but not me and not Eric. I don't know who it was.
Oh.
Somebody got $12. There's some good beer money for someone.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah. Who came up with the first idea? You got to ask Grognard on that one.
What is that?
Who came up with the idea that Tasha is Igwil?
It was in Dragon magazine, I think, when they were doing the Demonomicon articles. I forget the name. That $12 was mine, I think.
There you go, and you got a compliment there, dude. You are the best old schooler channel on channels. You got the compliment. You got the money, but we all got the compliment.
I'll take that. I'll take
the compliment.
That's great currency. The compliment is awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
If anybody's looking to start their own channel, Planescape is still looking for somebody to do a lore series on them.
People love it, man. People love it or hate it. I never liked it. I didn't really hate it that much, but it was not for me. But there's so many planescapers.
I'm not a big. I much prefer the Manual of the Planes. Version.
It's a hard setting to run in, but it's a wonderfully written set of books.
I'll give it that. Was it Mona behind that at somewhat or something? Zeb Cook. Okay.
That was Zeb Cook.
Okay. Yeah. So the Wizards Coast saying the Greyhawk gods are chump change. They're like the minor leagues. They're like
they're barely AAA. But we're gonna move you up. You're going to the expansion team there in the Forgotten Realms, but you're going to still be majors.
And we got a little record here, guys. We are over 150 viewers right now, which is a record for all of us.
Glenn, you're a big draw.
I know. And so I have on YouTube alone, I got 24. Glenn, you got 45. Eric, you got 46. And Joe, you got 33. So we're rocking. And then a few smatterings in, Rumble and whatnot, Twitter.
Yeah, why is Makar my favorite setting? Because it was on sale at KB Toys in Corpus Christi all those years ago.
God bless.
That's funny. So you just started then, picked it up and went with it.
Well, I had some books, and I'm like, okay, this is a neat hobby. I'm getting into it, and it's like, hey, here's a bunch of models for $1.
Done.
That's a good reason to get in.
Yeah. The 4E channel. There was a 4E channel. I did not know there was a 4E channel.
There's a few 4E channels actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All three of them playing with each other and making videos.
Well, they're all balanced, man. They're all balanced.
Yeah, well balanced channels. Yeah. There's one channel about the for each type. The fighter, the stalker, the damage dealer, whatever the fuck.
They all advance the same.
Dealer.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. The striker, the whoever. My take on the whole setting thing was we can do whatever. Retconning annoys me because I think it more comes down to incompetence and not respecting the past. So it really annoys me and pisses me off on that level. But and not for me, not for my own purposes, because in my point of view is that as soon as you buy a box set or whatever, a setting book or whatever, that's your setting and do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to adopt anything they do. You can steal liberally from it or ignore it to your heart's content or adopt it wholesale. But for me, I think it's rude and annoying if you are screwing up the worlds that people who play it by the book like to play it by the book in. And when you keep changing the goddamn chapters of the book, the older chapters, to make the current chapters make sense, that's where you're fucking people over, and you shouldn't do that. That's really what it comes down to for me.
Let me answer a question somebody asked real quick. Mystara was known as the known world before they changed it to Mystara, but they found out that known world was too common a term to be trademarked.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
Interesting. Yeah. Is Forgotten Realms the most abused D&D setting? The timeline was advanced more than 100 years, such that most of the original human characters are all dead. I think they not only have abused it, but after they abused it and beat the crap out of it, they fired anybody who was left who knew anything about it. And so anybody who's a new hire, there's such a massive amount of work out there that their knowledge, the extent of their knowledge, comes down to looking at the Forgotten Realms Wikipedia page and praying that they don't step on someone's toes or does not give a shit, quite honestly.
Bless you, sir.
Yeah, there's nobody left. There's just nobody left there who knows it, I don't think. I think that's part of the reason with the Greyhawk, because there's less there to fuck up.
I got the answer about Tasha and Igwilf. It turns out it was first mentioned in Expedition to the Ruins of Greyhawk. So we can thank Eric Mona for that.
Really
interesting.
Okay. Isn't he your buddy of yours? You should be his dad.
I knew him when we both lived in Boston way back in the day, and I actually got to catch up with him in person at Page last month for the first time in like decades. We got to hang out.
Now you could give him shit, dude. For doing that.
Wait a minute. Every human character I can think of in Forgotten Realms is still alive. They rewrote all of them to bring them back to life.
Really?
After like a 400-year, Elminster's still around. Minsk is still around. I think they reincarnated Catti-brie.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
What about that barbarian guy or the
hamster? Minsk? Yeah, they turned him into a statue. He got petrified, and they unpetrified him 400 years later.
We got a Defiler chat with a question. Therefore, it shall be answered most definitely. Yeah. Last year we got the chat. Yep. But do you believe that the lore storyline of an RPG setting should be pushed forward through novels or in-game source books? Good question, actually. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, and this whole thing about retconning, I think the important thing is not changing the past. I don't mind moving the timeline up.
Yes.
But when you start saying, well, the past isn't as you thought it was. Mm-hmm. And well, this individual was a female elf, but now they are a male dwarf because we didn't have enough. Yeah. Or whatever. I'm trying to be politically correct here, okay? But if you're going to advance it, see, not every game line or every setting is going to have fiction to go along with it. Mm-hmm. A lot of your game lore is in game. I don't mind it being in game, but move the timeline up. Don't change what happened prior, because when you do that, it's always lazy. Like, they never do it in a way that's like, well, now that country B is now controls this area, they're rewriting history books or whatever. They don't do that. They just tell you, no, what you remember as a player was wrong, and that takes away, player initiative and player integrity, and the integrity of the whole setting. So I would say go with the books, because not every line, not every setting has fiction to go along with it.
Yeah. I think the problem you might run into is if they jump too far ahead, Eric. Look what they did to Star Trek. Yeah. You got people who don't know the lore of Star Trek saying, you know what, here's how we don't need to know the lore. We are now 500 years in the future.
900 years.
The hell it is. You know what I mean?
Holograms need to breathe.
Breathe them, have bubbles in the water, and God,
I saw this episode. Data pointed out all the flaws in it, and the computer program broke.
Yeah, it ain't happening in this one.
Yeah, no, it was right. It was Riker who spotted all the flaws.
Yeah. Right. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. So if you're
that would be the greatest ending ever.
If you're jumping ahead just so that you don't have to learn the background and you can destroy it or shit on it, then fuck you.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing.
One of the most famous retcons ever was by Bruce Hurd, the guy that wrote most of. He was the line editor. and they had the original map, and he had one of the main characters look down, like talking about all the stuff that they hadn't explored yet. He looked at this map and he's like, "Who wrote this shit?" And it's like, like this is wrong. This is 7 shades of wrong. This is terrible. And he's like, this is not how the map works. Let's get on a ship and go and see what the world's actually like. But it was the best retcon ever, where one of their own characters called it out for being BS.
Jesus. Oh, there you go.
I have a slightly hostile question here. I'm not quite sure if it's hostile or if I'm reading it wrong. Do you have any actual objections, all caps, to updating a setting which don't hinge on knee-jerk reactions of settings changing as a concept? I think we answered that for the last 20 minutes.
I already pointed out that you can have good retcons as long as they're done respectfully.
Yeah.
When they're done lazily or just for arbitrary reasons that I think they're bad.
You should know it before you retcon it, is my point of view. Yeah. Understand it, know it, have it make sense.
Is it fixing the plot hole? Absolutely.
And I think something that we haven't even really addressed, I'm going to throw it out there. Retcons affect you when you're running that setting, right? If I'm running Forgotten Realms and I'm in the middle of a campaign that is by the book, not rules-wise, but setting-wise, and now things get retconned, now am I going to stay with my timeline or go to the retcon timeline? Now, if you're retconning a setting that I don't play in, I'll probably never know and never care.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Ravenloft being retconned, I only know from little things I've read here and there. I barely ran it back in the day, and I certainly don't follow it much now. They're no longer gypsies. They're no longer gypsies. Whatever. I don't care.
Say that? Did we just get demonetized for saying that word?
Funny though, because
probably not.
One of the most infamous retcons is happening right now, and there's this huge outrage about it in certain quarters, and I'm surprised none of the 4 of us have mentioned it, and that is in 40K, the introduction of there have been female custodies all along. Female Space Marines, they've always been there.
I just put that up because it's one of the characters is secretly a Zinch cultist, and that hasn't been revealed yet.
So
that's like a current thing that's happening, and it's causing all kinds of ripples and waves. And in fact, Games Workshop's stock has gone way down, in part because of the because they're pissing off their fan base.
Yeah. Speaking of pissing people off, this guy PH, what's your face here? He says retcon does not force you to do anything your table does not answer. You should go back and watch our videos before you jump in and just see the topic and assume of what you think what the hell we're talking about.
I know that guy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Right. Was he one of yours?
Yeah, he's one of mine. I've worked with him before in the past. The problem with the retcon is everybody's game is their own game. The problem is when they go back and retcon things, especially if it's done slapdash, it's going to snowball and create problems down the road.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will retcon something, they'll change lore and not realize that the previous was tied to a lot of different elements.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying a good example. So when you change one thing and you try to make it small scale, they don't realize it's going to cascade into future problems in other products. So that's going to be a lot of editing. It's going to be a lot of errata. The Forgotten Realms with the and there's my cat puking again. I gotta go. This is the 3rd time today. Let me go clean this up.
Just on the verge of making a profound point.
Mr. You gotta clean the cat puke up.
At some point, my cat will come in to use her pan, which is in the corner behind me. That's almost guaranteed. Yeah.
You got to clean the cat puke up before the dog comes over and eats it. Oh, that's really the key.
That will happen too.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
Fantastic live stream.
Everybody in the audience, we're seeing the peek behind the curtain here.
I am going to embiggenify the cleaning of the cat puke.
No, do not do that. This is going to be disgusting. Actually, if you can pause it because
all right. I can't turn your camera off, dude, but I don't think I can.
I'll put a hat over it.
No, I can't. Oh, I just hid your name. I didn't hide it.
Whoops.
That's solution.
All right, there you go.
This is good television, everybody.
Absolutely. This is live.
Oh, I thought he was going to put his hat over the cat puke.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to put my hat over it.
My kind of people, exactly. Gen X geek. That's how we roll. We're kind of legit and real here.
Right. If you see a ginger cat walk by my screen, that's gonna be my girl.
The biggest uses of the D cat's knife. I'm not sure what that means. 6 cats, so I get it though. I'm not a cat person because I'm allergic. And plus they hate me. Other than that, we're good.
I mean, no, if you're allergic, they love you.
Oh, they like to get on my face and maybe just destroy my.
Yes, they love you. They're like, oh, you want nothing to do with me? Let me show you what you're missing out on.
Worst cat story. I'm, badly allergic. My college girlfriend had like 7 fucking cats. I crashed at her house on a New Year's Eve. I'm down on the couch, right? Because, old-fashioned parents. So I'm on a couch New Year's Eve. I'm like 20 years old or whatever, 21. And I have my head back with the drainage just so I could not die of snot, asphyxiation overnight, right? I'm going back like this drainage. I'm just about asleep. And I'm under a blanket on my back. And I see this shape of a shadow leaping into the air, coming towards my head. And I reflexively went wham like this. I whacked the cat. It flew across the fucking room and it hit those old-fashioned Venetian blinds. So it's like all the way down, cat screeching. Everybody upstairs, lights on. What's going on? Nothing. I tripped. Nothing. It's like I'm looking at that. Kill the cat. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was a rough fucking night. I don't know how I survived it. Either the cats hated me, that and the mother smoked like 5 packs a day. Everything reeked of cigarettes. Like, oh my god, I'm dying here. Yeah, cat videos like 40%. It used to be 40% of YouTube was cat videos actually. So yeah, that's all it really was.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is worse, retcons or time travel? Interesting question.
Well, I mean, the one usually can lead to the other. So
yeah.
Time travel is a gimmick, but retcon sticks around.
Yeah. Sure. I never liked time travel
unless the retcon gets retconned by somebody time travel.
So now we're talking Star Trek.
Now we're back to Star Trek. I'm about to say this is definitely Star Trek territory. There's very few time travel things in Star Trek that I enjoyed. The only one that really stands out, when Deep Space Nine went back to the triple episode.
And they digitally put it into the episode. That was awesome. Yeah, I remember that.
That was well done. Yeah, I'm not even going to post that comment.
Time travel ones. I mean, City on the Edge of Forever is one of the classic episodes. The Tomorrow Is Yesterday when they went back to 1968 and they accidentally got the fighter pilot on board. And
that's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, there were some good ones, especially in the early, in the original series. But yeah, Trials and Tribulations was a really fantastic one. I didn't much care for the time travel with Picard.
Which one with Picard? You all look at the guys I gamed with. Yes,
the three, actually the Picard series. They did time travel in that one.
I did not.
One of my favorite Star Trek movies, First Contact. That was all. They go back in time. The Borg.
Yeah.
So they can do it right if they.
Look at the whale one. Save the Whale. Remember that one? I mean, that was all right. That was kind of.
I'm actually not a fan of that one personally. I think Voyager did it better because they did a 2-part time travel episode, and I think it worked. It just worked better.
And didn't Save the Whale one? Isn't that the one where the budget got cut in half in the middle of the movie?
No.
So I thought that was that's the one where if you look in the right clip when the shuttle's crashing, you can see see somebody pushing the model because
I don't think so because the even numbered ones usually got a bigger budget.
Oh, okay.
It's the odd number ones usually get a bad budget. So
I think
it would have been Star Trek 5 or
quick comment here from Magnum. Even the Tribbles time travel episode introduced difficulties with redone Klingons of post TOS shows, but they handled it so fucking well.
Right.
They handled it well. What's that?
They dealt with it. Exactly.
You remember a comment? You remember a quote?
Introduced the difficulties. It actually helped explain it or at least acknowledged it.
Yes.
And then in Enterprise, they finally explained it.
Did they really? I never knew that.
Yeah, third season of Enterprise. The things with the augments, with the genetically engineered humans.
I remember Worf said. I remember the question was, Worf, they're Klingons, and Worf's like, do not ask.
Yeah, we do not speak of it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, shut up, human.
They're Klingons. We don't talk about it. Go away.
That was good.
What doesn't make any sense though is why wouldn't they recognize him as a Klingon?
That's a good fucking point. You're right. I never thought about
it. He's wearing the do-rag, but I don't think that would
That's
be
true.
They'd know. They'd be able to tell.
Fucking do-rag. That's good. The whale movie was Star Trek 4. Yeah.
The voyage home.
Flynn. Damn. Uh-oh. What happened?
I hope everything's okay with the cat.
Yeah. Damn, man. Crap. And then maybe he wanted to put his hat back on, then rejoin or something.
Or different hat.
Different hat. Oh, yes. We're retconning hats. That could be it. Maybe we're retconning hats. Let me get you up there. Oh, we're back. Let's see. Let's see if we have a new hat.
No, it's
this new hat, same as the old hat.
Second hat.
I thought you were retconning a hat there, Glenn. I thought you were gonna, come back with a new one.
Oh, cat yanked the router out. Yeah.
Oh God, cats will do that. Cats will definitely do that.
This is great television, everybody.
Oh yeah, we're entertained. We're real. We're not polished, man. That's how you know this is an AI.
No.
AI couldn't pull this off.
This is what we're going to look like at North Texas at like 1 a.m. at the bar.
Or TotalCon in a couple of weeks.
That's true.
True. Joe, are you going to TotalCon?
I'm going to go up there I'm going to hang out on Saturday. I'm not buying a pass. I'm not staying. I'll buy a day pass. I'm not staying over nothing, but I'm going to go up there, see all you guys, hang out.
Yeah, I'm running a couple of games. I'm going as a guest this time, not as a vendor.
Nice. Yeah, Magnum. Yeah, we can't. I mean, this is how you know we're not AI, Magnum. You can't. Right. AI can't duplicate this stupidity.
If you're our age, you remember cable public access. Okay. Just saying. We are still a few notches above that.
We are the Wayne's World. Wayne's World of the OSR right here. Oh God. Unless I sort magic cards. All right. I never get into magic. Did you guys ever do the magic thing? I never really got into it.
When it first came out.
Yep.
I had a black deck, and my roommate had, I think, like a green deck or whatever. And after maybe less than a year, I'm like, this is a fun game, but this is going to take up all my money. And I just sold all my cards and never looked back.
Sold them.
I had beta cards.
Tim did too.
I had a few good ones in the beta cards. I made, I back in the late 90s, I sold them the good ones for like $1,500.
Damn, dude.
And I still had a few that were okay. And then I forgot that I had them on me, and they went through the wash. And then I had no Magic the Gathering cards. So I sold the ones that were valuable.
Tim Shorts had one of those early beta alpha decks or whatever, and he gave it all away. If he kept them, I think he calculated ones that would all be worth $150,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a killer right there, man. That's like knowing that you threw away a winning lottery ticket. That's what it comes down to,
To get back onto the thing of retconning and advancing timelines and stuff, if you really don't want to have any issues with that, Harn is the one you want.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier.
All of their books all take place on the same day. It's like midnight on New Year's Eve on this.
Really?
And that's it. They will never advance the timeline ever.
Did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's one of the features of the thing.
That's an interesting take. Oh, speaking of last week, somebody mentioned
all right, everything's back to the way it was.
A mug.
All right.
And here's mine. Because I'm the DM, that's why, damn it.
We're doing show and tell.
Yes, we are.
I got something to show and tell.
Oh, we got some show and tell here. What do we got? What's this?
Portal to Adventure.
What the hell is
that? Yeah. That is the Kickstarter from Emperor's Choice. The Hawdon guys.
Right.
Look at it.
Did it come in the Lucite?
Yes.
Jesus, dude. Why?
Damn.
Because they're crazy.
Yeah, seriously.
You expect to catch a couple of rounds with that box?
I wouldn't want to, but yeah, it probably could. My guess, it would probably stop at 9. Maybe not, but especially if it was a hollow point. Full Metal Jacket would probably go through, but it's heavy. I could do a good workout with this.
I should get my Ogre Designer Edition off the shelf.
Oh, dude, I gotta get rid of mine. It just took up too much space.
I keep wanting to get it from you, and you never bring it to where we're going to be together.
I know.
I was trying to follow along while I was. Hold on, what the hell's wrong with this?
There was no follow. There was no thread to our conversation.
Yeah,
it was
no,
just
we
random
didn't-
words.
Somebody asked. Well, Jason had asked about when a retcon had, affects a table, and I was going through all the different games I played. Like, anybody remember when Deadlands, when they changed the theme of the game so the South no longer won the war?
I don't follow it enough to follow.
I remember something about the whole. They changed. Because if the South didn't win the war, then slavery was no longer an issue if they lost.
Yeah.
So
it was basically. I'll do a quick rundown. The original one, it was 1877. The Civil War was still going on. They'd gotten rid of slavery because they needed to get the British on their side. The only way the British were going to jump on the side of the Confederacy if they got rid of slavery. So basically, it continues, and the South and the North never reunite. Okay, so technically the South won. But then somebody complained, and years later, they retconned the whole thing so that through time travel, magic and time travel, so that the South lost, and then they reunited. And the problem with that is when they retconned it, it changed all of the books, and everything going forward was reflecting the new timeline. So if you had an old setting, you weren't getting any new product. You weren't getting anything talking about your setting anymore.
Oh.
Because they changed the entire basis of the game.
But part of the basis of the game, because I remember I had a few of the earlier releases, was that conflict. That conflict drove a lot of that storyline. That was the underlying aspect of it. Oh, well.
I heard about this, actually, Wintry D. The first commercial purchase of an item was Bitcoin, was 2 Papa John pizzas for $10,000. It's worth $750 million. Yeah, I would be jumping off bridges for that shit, man. If I pulled that one-headed move, gotta say, Jesus.
Yeah,
I guess it changed the official history of an imaginary world. I met Ray Feist once at a book signing back when I was in law school down in Pennsylvania. Picked up a few weirdos along the way who were on this listserv. Remember those listservs back then? Picked him up, and we drove on down and met him at this mall. And he knew we were coming, and we've been on a listserv for a couple of years. So he graciously, after his signing was done, me and the 3 geeks and his publicist, went to like the food court, and he bought us all sodas, right? And we talked for a little bit, right? And so he was nice. But
sci-fi,
What he said though was interesting. He says he used to call himself an historical fiction writer of a fantasy world. And I thought that was a bullshit pretentious thing back then, until I realized that's kind of what I do as a DM. I'm an historical fiction writer of my fantasy world, and sometimes the PCs interact with that fiction, the history that's going forward, So, yeah.
Pretty good way to look at it.
Yeah, I kind of like it now. I dig that shit. I dig his perspective. I don't know what the hell he's doing these days. I can't go back and read his old books because they're like written for 15-year-olds, but still they were pretty good back then.
Anybody remember the World of Darkness retcons when they were arguing over
all of them? Every edition was a complete retcon.
The best description of the World of Darkness was that was the world's slowest motion wiki edit war.
I actually really liked that game. The first edition when it came out,
everybody was superheroes.
What's that?
Everybody was a superhero, supernatural.
But it was a fun game, and it really hit the spot. It was new at the time.
Yeah.
You had all of those vampire novels. What is it?
Lestat.
Yeah. They were really big, and it hit at exactly the right moment.
Oh yeah.
And I always loved to play a mummy because nobody knew what mummies could do. Everybody was a vampire or a werewolf or something, and I come in and I got a mummy book, and I'm like, "Here's my character." And
White Wolf didn't know what the mummies could do. They rewrote that.
No,
the White Wolf mummies were completely different, and they were way beyond the scope of the other characters because you kill them, they come back to life as themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, they refuse. They can't permanently die. That was their shtick. They weren't that powerful compared to everybody else, but they were the same person reincarnating every single time.
Right. That's why it was so different, and I just love to throw the curveball in there whenever I'd play.
And they were way beyond the power scale of everything else, and Wizards never knew how to balance that.
I just remember all those books, the Vampire the Masquerade, and around the same time with Magic the Gathering cards. I hated them because they were taking away all my D&D players. Like I couldn't find any players because, as being D&D geeks, if you want to play with with Cheeto stained fingered people, or do you want to go where hot goth chicks are hanging out and maybe get laid? It's
now you know how the Wargamers felt in 1980.
Why? Oh, because it would be D&D. Yeah,
those of us who were playing Avalon Hill and FBI, now you know how we felt in the late 70s and 80s and early 80s. Yeah.
I'm glad we assimilated you, dude. I'm glad
the Borg of 1980.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Oh, Ravenclaw. Put up Ravenclaw 74's thing because I got a thing about it.
We are 181 viewers right now, guys. This is a record, big time.
Joe, put up Ravenclaw 74's comment.
My bad. Ravenclaw 74. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I like Retcon. Die Vecna Die. In-game source rather than Dark Sun's Prism Pentad novel source. That's beyond my knowledge. I don't know
the reason I wanted to bring this up is at Page. Eric Mona ran a game where he takes the opening of the module and he turns it into instead of Vecna lives, it was Vecna dies, because he runs there's an initial combat in the module where it's completely one-sided and the players can't win, and it's designed to be that way. So he ran it straight at the con, and Vecna just got pasted after 3 rounds each time. So.
Yeah, he's fighting the Council of 8.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
and he's designed in the module. He's designed they can't win. So Eric Mona ran it as Vecna dies and played it as a straight combat without all the special restrictions. And Vecna always wins initiative and junk like that.
Yeah, it's like you'd think the Council of 8 would have, I don't know, contingencies against somebody time stopping.
They did, they all have clones on the moon and stuff like that. So yeah.
Anybody want to touch this one?
Yeah.
Are we mad about D&D changes to race? Here's a
they're not changes to race, they're changes to species. So you're wrong.
Yeah. And I play Mastara.
You're wrong, sir. You're wrong.
Yeah, I can take advantage of the Mastara paradox. They want to complain about Mastara, but to do that, they first have to admit it exists.
It's quite a catch-22. Yeah.
Right.
Glenn, you did put out something for Mastara. I remember buying it from you. I enjoyed it.
No, you didn't buy it from me. You bought
it. I just right. There was something that went on. I remember I paid $20 and it appeared somewhere. Yeah. All right. So I don't know how it worked, but yes. I think there was a donation involved or something like that. But I did enjoy it. Are you going
Robosky, you got no argument here. In fact, that's what I did in my 5e Greyhawk Orcs book.
There it is. There it is.
No, this I have not made a single penny off of this because I have to follow the fan creation guideline to the letter.
Gotcha.
That says since this is not one of the approved, it can only be created by fan base.
Yeah.
So all I did was write it, publish it, and it's all on Lulu, and you can have it printed that way, and you pay them.
Okay.
And that's how it came out. They've sold. There's like 50,000 copies of that now.
Yeah.
Lulu has sold 50,000 copies of that just from the downloads of. We counted the downloads of the POD copies. Because if you're gonna download it and you're not gonna print it out, you're gonna get the full version. If you're gonna get the POD, you're gonna get you have to get the cover separate and you have to get the PDF separate.
Okay.
And it was like, no, we followed that to the letter because when I first started, they sent me a really nice nastygram that said you cannot make money off of this.
Okay.
You cannot sell this.
That is the core of the fan content policy.
Yeah.
So now if I put it out there and you go to a third party and they print it, that's completely illegal.
Yeah. I think I made a kind donation for your efforts at your channel, which may or may not.
I do have a PayPal set up, and if somebody just donates money out of the kindness of their heart, then you're not paying for a book.
Yeah. Hey, dude, if you want to put the link in the private chat, on the bottom left, Glenn, is the private chat there. Yeah, just put the link and I'll put it out there, and it gets out to everybody.
It's
So if you
gone.
want. Yeah, it was an excellent book, though. I enjoyed it.
Oh, hold on, I got to go over here. No, that's
nice to. It's nice to have something that brings it all together, because over COVID, I picked up a lot of my Star stuff, read through it, and I realized the scope of this thing is fucking amazing, way more than I ever thought it was. Huge.
Yeah, I clicked the private chat and it just vanished. So
try it again. Here, let me see.
There's nothing there, isn't it? Here we go.
Is that something to pop up for you there?
Yeah, now it just popped up. Let me bring up to the. I just got my website back up, so I'm
my publisher in China. Well, I think I was trying to approach Razorek, right? Good luck suing my publisher in England or something, right?
Yeah, exactly, because the laws are all different. Yeah.
It wasn't worth it, and that's why we're here today. Thank you, fucking Matt Finch.
Here's all the free stuff you can print that I've written that they can print.
All right, I'm going to put that in.
Make sure they get the English version and not the Italian version, because some fans decided they asked me to make one, if they could make one small change to it. I sent them the book, and they proceeded to translate the entire book into Italian and send it back.
Very kind of the Italians.
Yeah.
I had somebody do that with a couple of my modules into French.
Really?
Just some of the free modules on the blog, you can get Journey to Hamlet in French for some reason.
Hold on. Somebody's asking, we need that PayPal link. All right, let me find that.
George was very light.
And because we're doing this, a good opportunity again to remind everybody, if you're liking the content here, Glenn is going to be with us for the entire month of February. We're going to have 3 more Friday videos with him and 1 more live stream. All right, so definitely subscribe to all our channels here, Glenn's. If you're a fan of any of us, subscribe to the rest of us.
Right.
And, that's easily said.
We're the 4 Musketeers.
Yeah. Yes.
For the month of February.
The month of February.
If you just happen to have some spare money you don't want, and you do not wish to buy Mastar products, there's the link.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Maybe I can get something for that damn cat. It's the 3rd time today he puked. How is Mastara different from Beckme's Known World? Easy. You can trademark Mastara. You can't trademark Known World.
That's it then.
That's the only difference.
Okay.
Mastara didn't come around until second edition. Was not a thing until 2nd edition. It didn't actually have a name. It was just D&D.
Right.
That's right.
The same thing? There's the same reason why Games Workshop's. It's now the Eldari. It's now the Drukari. It's now all of the. It's now the. It's not squats anymore. It's whatever they call Leagues of Votan, because you can trademark those. It's no longer. It's not the Imperial Guard, because Napoleon thought of that first. So now it's Astro Militarum.
Will Mr. Welch have a new hat for each video?
I have 8 hats.
All right.
Some of them I can't wear because they obscure the sound. This I got at the cap hat was given to me because somebody was asking me if I was in the military, and I was medically disqualified from being in the military because of a bad Achilles tendon. Got into MEPS. They looked at my ankle and said, "Ha, ha, ha, get out." What? It's just a scar. Yeah, it's a 6-inch pronounced scar, right where you're not allowed to have scars in the military in '92.
And Marshall Clower's the no, that is not the same.
Yes, no. Greyhawk is Orth. Mastara is the Known World. This I got at this and the pith helmet I got at a army surplus store going out of business. Nice. German Bundeswehr. It's actually a sergeant for aircraft maintenance. That's what the icon means.
All right, there you go. Learn some.
There you go.
It would have reminded
like a 40K thing.
Yeah. Oh, either that or for me it was Tuesday.
Did you guys ever read any of the Fritz Leiber books that weren't offered in the Grey Mauser?
Why?
Wow. I mean, some of them are pretty good. Some are pretty good, but he had something with like there's this I think it was called The Big Time. I think that was the name of the book, where it was a war between 2 factions, and for some reason the way your Leiber described one of the factions, I see this hat and that's all I'm thinking of, and that was The Big Time. You know, it's like the spiders and the rats. I don't know what the hell they were, but they were just really, really, really interesting the way he wrote. I mean, I think one of the better books he wrote was somewhat of an analog of his own life, or it was a writer sitting in a room in San Francisco, and he just saw this phantom image on the hill, and he went to go investigate it. And we just and you found out the origins of his, his whole Fofford is him kind of a thing. And the drunk, the big guy, the drunk, and it's just really, really, really good. I think most of his stuff that I like is not Fofford and the Grey Mouser, actually. Yeah, I do like that, but I like the other stuff better, I guess I should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a big Hammers Slammers fan.
Great.
Hate.exe.
And it's sort of, what is this? The great thing about 1E is that building a setting is really what the DM does. With story being emergent, there isn't any sort of plot that needs to be created. Plop them in a setting and go. I think it's up to the DM. I think that the age of 1E was that's how people were playing, but it's up to the DM to make it out.
We actually talked about that. That was when I did my interview with Casey Hickman yesterday. That was a big part of our conversation. That was that was a topic of our collab.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, back with the 1E, Greyhawk was a folder. You had a paragraph or two for each country and run with it.
Yeah, right. A map and a book.
Hemingway-esque. It was that's all you needed, and it was evocative, and you just took it and made it your own.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And if you wanted more information, God damn it, read Dragon Magazine when Gary updates the movements of the troops and what's going on.
But they did expand the setting, but they did it in the modules. Yes. Right? You did what they showed you. They didn't tell you. This is they give the situation of what's going on between Ket and Perrinland when you're going into the Lost Caverns of Sajkonth. They do give you information. It's just in and around the modules, the adventures, rather than a big info dump in a new source book.
Glenn, is this true? Is that actually accurate?
Yeah, I've seen the original map that Schick and Moldvay put together when they said, "Hey, kind of like how Kren came about or Forgotten Realms came about." It's like, "Hey, we need a new setting." It's like, quick, who here's got a setting that they want to get printed? There was massive changes made to it, especially with the map. But it was Schick and Moldvay.
Oh shit!
Didn't somebody end up pirating the map and not giving them credit and they got caught?
Oh, I don't know if they pirated the map. I know the map they finally used was a map of Earth about like in the Paleozoic period.
Well, recently in the last couple of years, somebody used the Mystara map, hexes and everything, and used it in their own thing, and just that's what we're gonna do. And then they got nailed on it.
That was that woman that was writing fiction.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
I'll have to ask my wife about that. She might know that. You know what the author was?
I don't know who the author was, but I remember when somebody called her on it. First, she denied it, and then she was like, "Well, why are you making an issue of it?"
Cretaceous or yeah.
And then I think Watsy finally gave her a scene.
Hold on, I'll tell you. It's afterwards.
Wow, we are rocking, guys. We have 190. So I'm going to beg grovel for all you guys who are watching to hit the like button, because if you do that, YouTube says, wow, this is happy and popular and people want to see this, and they'll spread it to the rest of the world, and we might get 200 tonight. This would be fucking great.
Yeah. It's amazing. And subscribe to all of our channels. That's why we do these, is so you get to know you get to know all four of us from, so we're cross-pollinating our people.
And then go into your neighbor's house and subscribe on their channel, their computers, and
do that.
Work out a computer virus to and send it to all your friends.
And don't give your kids allowance unless they subscribe to our channel.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah.
No.
In fact, take your kids' allowance and put it into joining our channels as members,
or at least my super chat. One, that'd be good.
Or super chat their allowance into their thing. They
don't need it. God damn it. So if we could hit 200, that'd be fantastic, man. Be fantastic. We're rocking right now. I got 26. Glenn, you got 50. Eric, you got 47. And Greyhawk Groudon are rocking 63. You're never in the lead, man. Look at this. You finally beat Eric.
I end up getting more overall views over the next 3 days.
Yeah. You do.
Of course, I'm petty enough that I check.
We all check. I mean, shit. It's not a competition, but it is, right? We're all trying to grow together, but we're all trying to grow more.
It's not a competition until Eric gets more subs than I do.
Yeah, I'd give it a week and a half the way he puts out fucking videos.
It's gonna be hopefully by WizardCon in April. All right, the pacing is slowing down.
I'm hoping to hit up 5,000 by the time we hit TotalCon in February, a couple of weeks.
Okay.
What are you at now?
47 something.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, we could do it. I got like almost 400 in the last 28 days, so we're killing it.
Tandemar, thank you for subscribing to all of us.
Thank you.
And I hate to be the guy going to repeat what Joe's already been saying, but if you're watching this live stream, you should be subscribed to all of us.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Don't cost nothing.
Yeah, I'm only 985,000 away from 1 million.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
985,000.
Next live stream, you'll all need to have your own. Well, I busted out a hat at the beginning. If you're watching here, I got the Rent Fair hat. I picked.
Yeah, I don't have a hat nearby.
Yeah,
I have hats, but they're not handy. I don't have handy hats.
Handy hats. I got masks. I got Here, we could do the hat and the mask. What combo works best? Do you think? You got this, all right, with the hat.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hold on.
Am I dashing here or what? Am I rocking it or what?
You're dashing.
Yeah.
Or there's actually a reason why I wear the hats. So
how about this? If I did this, is this better?
Yeah, but then
you have enough cat on it. Oh my god!
No, it's a Batman. He's
upside down. God damn it! I'm upside down, Batman. There we go. Now is it rocking better?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. So you started, Glenn?
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm a trendsetter. No, I used to do something called a fallacy ref years and years ago, and one of the people that was on that channel got really personal, and so I started, having a little bit of a mystery, and then somebody's like, "It's because you're bald, isn't it?" And like, no. Because it's like I wear this over. I cover my eyes for the same reason nymphs, cover their bodies, and for the same reason.
Mm-hmm. Got a question. It's, besides Harn by Columbia Games, are there any other examples of settings that have not been excessively retconned or timeline advanced by an RPG publisher? I don't know. I didn't know Harn did it, so I don't know.
Yeah, Harn was just that was like one of its design things since the 80s. It's been like that.
That's Eberron.
Eberron prides itself on never advancing the timeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never did the Eberron thing. It was the official thing of DDO, right? Dungeons and Dragons Online. So I was stuck with it, learning about it and hating it. I don't like robots in my goddamn, fireballs and swords games, So other than that, it seemed to be a fine setting, but whatever.
He looks like he does look like a French missionary.
Oh. This is actually, in real life, this is actually much more of an Odinic hat with the wide brim, and like it's a kind of a Gandalf the Grey hat if it was black.
Eberron got guns. Yeah. Oddly enough, so does Mastara, but it's only in Fantasy Texas.
Does Tunnels and Trolls have a timeline? Eric, you know about TNT, right?
I don't. Tunnels and Trolls. See, here's the thing with I could say yes, they do, because there is a timeline, but I don't know if they've ever rebooted it. But Tunnels and Trolls is under basically new ownership, and there's always rumors that they're going to be rebooting it and re-releasing it. But if you want to play Tunnels and Trolls with the serial numbers rubbed off, Monsters. And it's the original system of TNT, but still in the hands of Kent and Andre. So, I
love that. Father Guido Sarducci. That's a deep cut.
He got arrested in Rome.
Yeah.
For impersonating a priest.
Oh God. They've added Greyhawk, Barovia, Forgotten Realms, and other places. They've added like the temple, but it's set in. Or you have to go through a thing that takes you through a time warp to a certain, just the temple, for example, right? Things like that. It's like you're still basing it in the Eberron setting, but there's a portal to Ravenloft or some shit, right? So it's that kind of a thing,
Yeah.
Eberron had guns in 3E. I didn't know that. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, there are games that are setting specific, something like Ringworld.
Right.
doesn't advance the timeline or do things like that. Right? I mean, does Call of Cthulhu?
Call of Cthulhu exists in all timelines.
Yeah,
but they don't really have major retcons because they're already working off of
Lovecraft.
Yeah.
No, they don't retcon. I mean, they release setting books in other time periods, but since it's based on our history,
yes.
Not exactly.
But I think that might count actually.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the shit out of the Berlin one. I bought that. I liked it so much that I had my 5e fucking players in my own broken up Forgotten Realms game travel there just so I could fuck with them in Berlin and in pre-war Berlin. It was amazing.
Yeah,
the setting was well detailed and awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu is
Paranoia. Okay, that's a great idea. That's a great one. Paranoia.
It's Wehrmacht. It is Weimar Germany, but now with Cthulhu. It's the Cold War now with Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Ancient Rome now with Cthulhu. Yeah.
I loved it. I really
more fun. And yes, Paranoia changed the timeline, but with every new edition. And every new edition of Paranoia is not compatible with any prior edition. So it's essentially a new game.
I don't know, because the core mechanic of Paranoia is if the players ever find out how the game is being run, the DM has to change the rules.
Well, I had Paranoia First Edition. I actually play tested Hill Sector Blues at the old Paranoia office in Manhattan, and we were all kids, right? Dice were gold back in that age, and my Paranoia box didn't come with dice. And then no internet. I had to actually write the company, and I got a letter back, no dice. I got a letter back from Ken Rolston in block matrix, not dot, but block matrix, official letterhead, apologizing for not including the dice. The computer breaks in, tells me to report for termination because the computer does not make mistakes, and therefore I must be defective. And
that's awesome.
Then Ken finishes off the letter and signs it. I still have it in my Paranoia box.
That's awesome.
Never got the dice, but that's okay.
I could talk a little bit about. I think you mean Hyperborea, which is Jeff Talanian's setting that comes with his game and named Hyperborea. I don't think he's ever rewritten it, but there's not a lot in there for it. However, he is working on the main city, Kramara. I forget the hell the name it is. I think it's a K because of a K sounding name. But he's writing a city for it right now, and that's where he's deep into it. I've been trying to get an interview with him set up, just a matter of timing because he's so immersed into actually getting the city done. He wants to get it out soon, but I don't think he's rewritten a timeline. But there's not a lot to rewrite. Okay, so
yeah.
And there was one convention where we did run Call of Cthulhu Paranoia crossover, and we killed off 486 player characters in 4 hours. 70 of them trying to turn off the record player that was skipping on the word Haster.
There you go. And in the clones, there ought to be clones.
Correct. Cremorium, that's what it is. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Jeff's game is my favorite version of D&D, as you could call it, right? That I'm not playing. It's you know what I mean? There's something about it I want to play, but I never actually.
Did you just say what I think you said?
I did, dude, because I want to play it, and I tried, and I kept getting TPKs every fucking time. Every time I can never get a game going. They always die, these bitches. And I'm playing basic adventures. Maybe because I ran a Tim Short's adventure using Hyperborea. It was a double whammy, and it just killed me.
No.
You need to start playing Adventures Dark and Deep. It's clear.
Huh? Yeah, I should get into it. The problem, Joe, is that every time I go to pick up your book, I drop a nut and I got to go to the fucking doctor because
you got to wear the truss.
I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean, this thing. I'll go get it. I got to get a crane. Hold on.
It was his thoughts on Stormbringer. Yeah, it's a very, very hard game to find and to buy.
My copy is falling apart. I read it so often the binding started. And by the way, Ken St. Andre. People don't realize that, but Stormbringer was Ken.
Yeah,
not just Tunnels and Trolls.
See, I love Ringworld. The Chaosium basic role playing game. It was based on the Larry Niven stuff.
Right.
It's a fantastic game. Just strips the basic stuff. It just really hit the spot.
There we go. As promised, the Nutbreaker RPG, Adventures Dark and Deep. Yes, and that's just the handbook. This is the Bestiary, which, in my opinion, is the best one-source monster manual, I think, in the entire RPG industry.
You know, if you put them in a vest carrier, that'd be front armor and back armor. And
you can take a bazooka shot with that fucker.
No. But, I mean, I know Bill Webb of Frog Guy Games. He has a large amount of property out in Washington State, and he put a few bullets into the Blight, which is a huge ass book.
Yeah,
and it stopped. Stopped to 38.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a cosplay. I'll take a couple of copies of my book and I'll drill holes in them and I'll wear them like armor.
There you go.
Picked it up during COVID with extra money I was not spending at bars. Want to play it someday? I got a whole shelf of shit I want to play someday. You know?
Stormbringer. Elric makes every setting better except Meldabon. It kind of screws that one up bad.
I just realized last year that there were 2 new Elric books that I had not read.
Yeah, he came out with one last year.
Yeah, he came out with like new books in the last couple of years. Like, how did this happen?
I started reading it, and then I realized I needed to go back and read the first 6 or 7 or whatever before I read that one again.
Yeah, people forget Moorcock's not dead.
I know.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
He's getting better.
The book is so big, I banged my screen out of alignment. Jesus Christ. There we go.
Yeah. I've already complained about the Forgotten Realm stealing the Nagpo for the forgot. What's this? Vulture people? Yeah. Their whole story is they've been cursed to never feel joy, satisfaction, happiness, and if you kill them, they just reincarnate back into their own body. It's like that's boring. Now they're just there's a dozen of them. They work for the Raven Queen, and they're cursed never to learn new information.
So there's Skeksis.
Pretty much, yeah. They stole them pretty much shamelessly, kind of like how they made the Thule and turned it into a Blix from Legend. And then
the most loathsome of my goblin slaves.
Yes.
Witcher is an Elric ripoff. Your thoughts? I never read Witcher. I saw season 1 and half.
Never read it or seen it or anything. I know nothing of it. Other than
I enjoyed it.
I played the video game, and it's not. Elric's a lot darker and a lot more philosophical.
Yeah.
Really,
Witcher is killing like shit because they're evil, and whereas Elric, kills shit basically because they got in my way for whatever I was trying to deal with, and this battle of law and chaos. He's not worried about like the good and evil. The Witcher is.
I will say this in terms of theft and Elric involved is that George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones stole the Valyrians from the Melnibians.
No.
I mean, that's just a flat out, even down to the hair color and every other goddamn thing. It was, you know what I mean? It was just like a flat out theft, I think.
And then he stole his initials from Tolkien.
His initial what?
His initials from Tolkien.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All right, somebody here is complaining that the Adventures Dark and Deep Bestiary does not have an index. It's an alphabet. It doesn't have an index for the same reason that a dictionary does not have an index. It's alphabetical.
Yeah, it's everything. Every book, every monster.
The rule book has an index. The rule book has an index, but the Bestiary doesn't need one because it's literally alphabetical.
Yeah.
Table of contents.
Answer fully one. Yeah, they reincarnate back into their bodies if you kill them. They can't even escape their misery through suicide.
Like a mummy in World of Darkness.
Yeah.
It all comes full circle.
Except mummies aren't terminally depressed.
Well, depends on how you play.
Some of them are.
It's clever. We do these first and third.
Yeah.
Sundays of the month, 9 p.m. You'll find the 2 guys on the top of the screen and the 1 guy on the left side. Where are your constants?
Everybody without
is joining us for this month. He's our 4th. He's our special guest, yes. And we're having great fun doing this. But we do this twice a month with your normal rabble.
And most other Sundays, I'm going to say probably at least 2, maybe 3, if there's a 3rd Sunday in the month. I'm probably going to do a 9 p.m. live stream with whichever these fuckers want to join. Just hang out and bullshit.
So in other words, Joe, what you're telling me is that I either have to have an extremely patient wife or I will be single soon.
Oh,
because Joe is also starting an every other week Swords and Wizardry Complete game that I'll be playing in. And I already do live streams Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Last Sunday of the month, I do one at 7 p.m. First and third, I do one at 9. You know what? Rach just needs another man. I'm already realizing this. She just needs a little side gig.
Yeah, and I can't do Mondays because that's my lodge night half the time, and the other half I actually need to see my wife.
Yeah, that helps.
It's good that Rachel and I we are retired, so she gets to see me during the day. I guess that makes up for it. I guess the evening. I work in the evenings. That's it. That's the ticket. I work in the evenings.
Hey, Glenn, are you running games? Do you run anything?
Right now, no. I'm trying to play catch up. I'm trying to write the Mystara DM's guide. I do run games when I play test things for the Mad Musings. I've got Macho Women with Guns that I'm trying to review. The only problem is the people that I normally play with try to break games in ways that they're not meant to be. We played Daggerheart, and our review they took all the combat wheelchairs and turned themselves into the wheeled hussars. So,
please tell me they had the big feathery things.
Oh yeah, like instead of the handlebars going on the back, it was the feathers, because then the wheelchairs could collapse, because the wheelchairs are perfect in that game. They're the best weapon in it. And so when they would jump out of the wheelchairs to climb stairs and stuff, the wheelchairs would collapse around their back so they could carry them with it.
Nice.
And it was like a mix of the D&D cartoon and the motorcycles from Robotech. But yeah, we usually play. That's like a one shot. But I also have to take notes because I have to keep track because it's for a video.
Oh,
I mean, they ruined my the G.I. Joe game by I got several veterans to play a G.I. Joe RPG, and they treated it like veterans would, where one of the characters was the E4 Mafia specialist and had the drug dealer on speed dial. So it makes for funny stories, though.
Yeah.
I am waiting for somebody to bring a combat wheelchair into Castle of Mad Archmage. It's going to happen at con eventually.
It's not handy accessible, dude.
I am prepared. I know exactly where to put them.
Dude, I'll see you at ShireCon. Challenge accepted.
That's why you do the wheeled hussar. The wheelchair is just another tool. If he needs to get out of the wheelchair, it just collapses around him and he carries it with him.
It's like people who play wheelchair basketball who don't need wheelchairs.
Yeah.
It seems like it should be unfair, but is it really?
You've got this tool it's indestructible. It deals more damage than a great sword. You can call it to you. It can't be taken away from you. You don't need your hands to move because you can will it psychically to move you.
Good God.
And we're sitting there and you don't have to be paralyzed to have one. You just choose it as your weapon type. So I was like, all right, what's my starting weapon? And yes, of course, I'm sure that if you get the right combat wheelchair, it actually has a
potion holder.
In the back. He's like
the camelback thing.
It's got the hat with the tubes coming down. You put potions in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it was so we're instead it was well, we can hate the game for putting in such a stupid thing, or we can fully embrace it. And everybody decided we're going to fully embrace this, and we are going to be the wheeled hussars. We don't need a wheelchair. It's just too damn useful not to have one.
Wheelchair of the Mad Archmage.
People calling their combat wheelchairs like Thor and his hammer.
Mjolnir, the wheelchair.
To me, wheelchair.
You could upgrade it, right? Yeah, you could probably upgrade it with attachments and everything else, right? Yeah, that's
we one guy turned his wheelchair into Killdozer, so that's how it works.
A fully automatic assault wheelchair.
Yeah. Or those from Mad Max, you get the razor spikes at the end. Yeah. So when it's moving, you can wipe out the legions of the left and the right of you there. Yeah.
You joke about that, but that's actually one of the suggested weapons in the book.
I can't doubt it. I mean, it's a great one.
Well, that was actually a real thing. They actually did that in historical.
Yeah, you put the size chariots.
What's the top speed? I don't know. How steep is the hill?
In Daggerheart, the top speed of the wheelchair is the same movement speed as the character in it.
Unless you're going down a slope.
Yeah.
Daggerheart, this is?
Yeah, Daggerheart. It was really clunky to play. Too many meta mechanics.
Oh, so you actually played it for real?
Yeah, I play all the games that I review. Except
I don't review it. If I don't like it, I don't review it.
I just reviewed. Daggerheart was my 100th review just because it was the 100th game that was sent to me. I just reviewed Perfect Draw, which was somebody decided to do a Powered by the Apocalypse Yu-Gi-Oh game. Yeah, that was. Yeah, let's have a group game based on a 2-player card game.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, the one guy said prehistoric D&D, no wheels invented yet. You couldn't if you did it in what was it, Mystica? You couldn't have the combat wheelchair because they don't have the wheel yet.
Yeah,
no,
it's Aztecs. So
that's racist.
The sledge. You would just have sledge.
No. We're gonna rewrite that history.
Yeah.
Or is Mystica just full of orcs now?
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Mexican orcs like they did in the 5e.
Like
but if you're, I'm assuming you're running shit in my Stera. What do you use for your system? Using BeckMe? Using Rule Cyclopedia? What do you do?
I've used BeckMe. I use the Rule Cyclopedia. Considering I wrote the 5th edition source book, we've used that.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it all depends. Did Mr. Welch ever review? Did I review Cyborg Commando? Yes, I've reviewed Cyborg Commander. Nobody's even caught all the secret. I did Cyborg Commando, and I think I referenced 72 action movies in it, and nobody caught most of them.
I like the Village People reference there.
Yeah,
and yeah, there is a Heart of the Cards mechanic in Perfect Draw. That's the thing. Is people are like, oh my god, did they do this stupid thing? Yes, they did that stupid thing.
Favorite Western RPG? I've never run a Western RPG.
Boot Hill. Got to go back to the original Boot Hill.
Yeah.
I got started on Deadlands because I got to use my draw all the time because it was such a fun little game. You're like, we're gonna make your character. How you make your character? Draw a poker hand. I'll tell you how good your character is. Okay, now what do you do? We're gonna do combat. Draw a poker hand. We're gonna design a mad science thing. Draw a poker hand. All right, we're going to play poker. Roll some dice.
It's not my favorite genre, but I have friends who really love Westerns, and I just that first, not the little brown book version, but the first box set. It's just a fun, perfect, not too complicated game. That's my sweet spot these days.
Yeah, the only thing with Boot Hill is I think it took them 3rd edition to actually get all complete role-playing elements involved in it.
There he is, DM and friends. Angelo, how you doing?
Yeah.
Angelo, welcome.
Yes.
By the way, Angelo and I are doing a collab on Monday, so
yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Daggerheart.
Well, he does. His topics always seem to be your topics, like one.
Yeah, we didn't plan that. It's just that we were just suddenly like, wow. All right.
What's his channel name?
The DM and friends.
I don't know if I subbed him. The DM and Friends?
Yep. The DM and Friends. Do it.
And to answer now. Candela Obscura was not quite a complete RPG when it was released. Daggerheart at least was.
Theoretically.
All right. I have his channel. I am now a subscriber. He's been off my radar. Now he's on.
And unfortunately, he's going to miss my Ogre game at Historicon. And he will also miss eating German food with me at that place. But he wants to go to EGG Con, so what can I do?
The Deadlands OG had a terrible system, but it was a lot more. Answering somebody's question, it was a lot more flavorful, and the books were great. And then they switched it to the Savage Worlds, which improved the mechanics, but the lore kind of went down.
I just put the link to the DM and Friends channel in there, guys. So click on that link. You subscribe to his channel. I just heard about him today, but I'll take these guys' words that he's got a good channel. So that's awesome. Awesome. Yeah. And subscribe to all of ours while you're at it. We're kind of wrapping up soon. Figure one last plug for subscribers here.
Yeah. Fatal. The review of the damn year broke me.
You need to do a video on Mega Dungeons. Intrigued by the Halls of Arden Hall behind you. We did a review of Mega Dungeons. Not review of them. We talked about them.
We did a video on and
that was like one of our first ones, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was about a month ago, I think we popped that out. Yeah. Thank you, Headless Bourgeoisie. I can't do French.
Oui, poupou caca.
Yeah, you gotta put that hat on.
He's one of mine, as a matter of fact. He's one of my sons.
Yeah, all the French I knew I learned from Cajun.
Cajun.
Hey, Michel, you drunk? Not yet. What's the difference between Kunas and Cajun alcohol content?
I've never been to New Orleans, man. That's on my bucket list. I went ahead.
My wife keeps wanting me to go.
Cajuns Southwest. You're not going to find it. That's good. New Orleans is Creole. Cajuns is Western Louisiana, Eastern Texas.
All right. If you want to say, Glenn, where are you? I think you said before. I don't want to put on spot if you're saying fuck you, but where do you live? What state?
Houston.
Houston? Oh, okay.
Bayou City, Space City.
All right. Okay.
Are you going to North Texas?
If I have the money and the time, I met Eric at North Texas.
Yep.
I met Frank Mincer. He was the one that did the editing on the Mastara book without asking.
Nice. Jesus, really nice, man.
He walked up to me. I didn't recognize him. He's like, "Can I see that book? That's a nice book." And I looked at it. You need to make changes here. I'm looking at it. I was like, "And your name, sir?" Is like Frank Mincer. Could you please repeat everything you just said verbatim?
Eric, you just got some gifts here, man.
Yeah, DM.
Yeah, really. Who got all that?
Eric, DM and friends give some memberships there. So here's all the people who got the membership gifts. Well done.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Hey, Doc Flamingo, really cool. You came in just as we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Doc,
good. I'm sorry, man.
Just pull the bar back all the way, and you start. Yeah.
I love you a long time, but the time is up.
But honestly, all you need to know is this, right there.
I mean, I'm not pulling out that damn cat. All right, here. I've got more cat hair on this than a cat has.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell happened to it? Oh, yeah, Joe, you got a Kickstarter popping. It's ending soon or what? What's going on?
It's ending in 2 weeks, yeah.
All right, there it is.
Adventures Dark and Deep, Book of Fell Wisdom. This is my last Adventures Dark and Deep rule book for many, many years. It's got necromancers, it's got witches, it's got alchemy, it's got just a bunch of optional rules to add to your old school game. It'll really add something to it. So
awesome.
Do check it out. Go to kickstarter.brwgames.com.
You got it. Bang. All right. And Glenn, what do you? We put out the links for you already, Glenn. Let me throw them out again, though. We have freemystara.com where you can get free PDFs, right?
Yeah, you can get the player's guide. You can get the player's guide in Italian. You can get a bunch of stuff. The Etruscan Gazetteer revised. That was a mess.
Wow, I just got some gifts too.
Also, we have a bunch of art that I paid for the DMG. That is
Jesus
Christ! I got 20 membership gifts. Thank you, DM and friends. Holy Christ! Thank you very much. I just got 20 people. I'm not going to read their names because it would take forever. But 20 people all got gift memberships. And I see a few names in there who've been followers for a long time who've not been members yet. You motherfuckers! But yeah, now you are. So,
Glenn, have you ever done Life with Master or Maid?
I have played both of them. I played Life with Master on RPG MP3, where he gave me. We were playing it in elves trying to kill Santa, and I was playing the elf based off of Sid Vicious. And the Maid one we tried to play, and we had a problem with the power at the convention. So we played for like 15 minutes, and the breaker blew. So it's like
the sight of seeing you in a French maid's uniform, no doubt.
No, it was
with what hat?
Yeah, we had barely time to like sit down and introduce each other. But yeah, we did. I have played My Life with Master on RPG MP3. I'm sure he's got that up somewhere. Hal, good guy, especially for a Brit.
I only brought it up because those came up in my video that's going to drop next week.
Yes, I played the Sid Vicious elf.
This is to you, Glenn. I believe it must be. Somebody got a $5 super chat.
I did. One of my folks.
So Eric got $5 to ask Glenn a question.
Yeah.
If you could bring back my star, what would you do? God, it's moving too. All right. Would you?
Would I do it before or after the nuke phase? When TSR decided to nuke every single setting they had, I would do it before because that was the one that everybody liked. Because after the nuke, they got rid of all the villains. They got rid of 3 of the nations. They never replaced them with anything. They never replaced the villains with anybody. You had the whole concept was like the world was stuck between 2 empires on the verge of, a world war that was going to devastate everything. And then all of a sudden, hey, we're going to do this adventure. one nation's going to sink into the ocean, the other one's going to be decimated by disease and war, and nobody's going to replace them. Yeah. So you have a setting with no tension after that. Where's the fun?
Yeah, you got to have tension.
And I got to say thank you to the DM and friends for giving 5 memberships to my people.
Very nice. Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you.
Trying to figure out what a membership does. Yeah.
It's a membership,
man. You would have some members tonight, man.
Yeah, I tried to get a Patreon, but my bank and Patreon hate each other.
Oh, Christ. Turn on memberships. It's pretty even I figured it out pretty easily, so it's not that hard. It's not that hard to turn on. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. I throw in the trash. If I got Mystara. Oh man, who attack fighting words here. If I bought Mystara, I throw it in the trash by Forgotten Realms. Damn.
Well,
damn.
Yeah, 007 has been kind of salty in his comments. We might want to
really.
Yeah. Well, not everybody can qualify to play the best game. So if you can't understand it, move on to the basic levels and work your way back up to it.
Yeah. Nuke meta plots of the plague of gaming prove me wrong. Literally,
you had Greyhawk got the Greyhawk Wars. They had the Great Convergence for Ravenloft. Every TSR game that was active back in the early 90s got nuked.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Because they thought it was going to drive sales forward. Spelljammer was already dead. Planescape got the Faction Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was one of the most baffling elements of TSR's marketing. Let's nuke every setting and try to restart it.
I think what it comes down to, like having worked like probably most of us in the corporate world for a period of time, whenever you get a new boss, manager, supervisor, whatever higher up, they want to make their mark on it. So whatever was going good, they say this is shit. Now we're incorporating, implementing my vision. And so no matter how, they don't care what it was, they want credit for what goes forward. And they don't want anybody else in the past to have credit for anything. And so it's somebody coming in with big balls saying, Ravenloft? No. We're not doing that anymore. We're doing blah, blah, blah. And we're, it's nonsense. It's just trying to make a mark, I think.
Honestly. It also forces the hardcore fans to buy more books. Now you got to buy the new one.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Elf Nation is completely fallen into the ocean and sank away. So you can't play anybody from there anymore. So please please disregard the previous book you bought.
I went to click on a comment there, but moving so fast I missed it.
Yeah.
First of all, I just wanted to thank you for keeping me entertained for eons. I nearly got old. Listening to you muse deeply about my most beloved setting. There you go.
Yeah, well, nobody covered when I started writing it. Nobody covered that. I mean, the lore channels were Forgotten Realms. You had, Greyhawk. There was 2 Ravenloft channels, and then our Ravenloft time travel agent sadly went away. There's a Dragonlance Saga. He covers that one. Nobody covers Planescape. Nobody covers Dark Sun. Nobody covers Spelljammer.
Well, there's a couple Dark Sun ones out
there. There's a couple of Dark Sun I haven't seen. Okay. Birthright. We don't like to. Most people pretend that one doesn't exist.
It would be clever if they didn't have the idea of like you have to be a member of this magical family.
Yeah.
Like if you got the powers by virtue of being coronated or something, if there was some mechanic like that.
Yeah.
And then like if there was a civil war and a rival king got coronated, then you split the powers, or they're like half. They could have done it a lot more interestingly, but they didn't. So
Who gets less love? Birthright, easy.
Yep.
At least they steal ideas from Mystara.
Yeah. All right, who got super chat? Not it.
'Twas me. Thank you, Sky Nerd 37.97, $5. You paid for my vodka flavored water for the evening, so much appreciated, much love. All right, appreciate that. That goes towards any extra goes towards coffee for tomorrow morning to deal with the vodka flavored water of this evening.
Yeah.
So much appreciated.
Thirsty and Dragons does Birthright. Yeah.
Does he?
I don't know. All I ever hear him is when I watch him, all I hear him is his complain.
Didn't somebody just do his show? No, you did. You did pundits, Joe, right?
I had pundit on mine.
Yeah, I did pundit. Well, I was on pundit. I was being interviewed by him, and I got to listen to him talk a lot.
Or maybe I was on him. I talked to him. Yeah, I don't remember if it was on his channel or mine or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you were on his channel.
I thought you were on
his.
his.
You might be.
Yeah.
The only thing about his videos, I just wish it wasn't a static shot of his books.
Of his books.
Yeah.
Because I can't. I need at least somebody's mouth moving. I need to see things. So
really,
that's my.
Most of my YouTube watching is listening. I don't watch hardly any.
I watch.
It helps, but it helps when you're being interviewed to actually.
No, I agree.
Talking.
Yeah.
To you.
Absolutely.
When we did the interview, it was him, his face, and it was great. But it was regular videos. I need to see something that I can pin. Like, oh, what is he talking about now? Oh, I don't have any reference.
Yeah.
Birthright.
Did not know that. We almost hit 200 guys. I think we got 192 was our peak tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Folks,
next time.
2 weeks. Spread the word.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
We assimilate enough to get over 200 between us.
Yep. 15.
That'd be awesome.
We'll be back on the 15th, everybody. This is cool. This is fun. And like and subscribe to this, guys. It'll pimp it out for tomorrow. Share it with your friends. Believe it or not, guys, you're liking this and telling somebody about it. Like today, like we said, like they recommended a channel I'd never heard of. I instantly subscribe because I trust them. People will trust your opinions if you tell them, "Hey guys, my gamer geeks."
And now, and Angelo gave you a super chat just now.
Oh, damn! Thank you, Angelo. Much appreciated. Next one's on me. I'm gonna have a next one then, since it's free. I'm gonna have one before I hit the sack. Yeah. So share it around, tell your friends about it, they'll subscribe, and that's good stuff. That helps us all. So, and share and subscribe to all of our channels. We will have another Friday video next Friday, and I believe Joe did his already because he's a fucking maniac. So Joe,
what I do, I'm an IT project manager. I plan ahead.
Yeah, thank God, because you're the guy who gets our shit together. Otherwise, we'd be like, oh fuck, it's midnight. What are we gonna do? So what is the topic of du jour, Joe? What did you do your video on for next week?
I don't even remember at this point.
You don't remember, Myke.
So far in the past, I did it this afternoon.
He did it. I know.
It's so far in the past.
It's Joe did a video on where the hell is it? I know I grabbed it and I looked at it and here it is.
Setting agency. It's how much control players should have over setting and story.
And the game rules too. I mean, because there's player agency in newer games where the players can just say, I don't like that. I don't think that's fair. Whatever the hell it is, or I get a reroll or something like that. Versus the old school games where like, yeah, you failed, you died, so what? So that's the next topic that we're going to be talking about on Friday. So we'll preview there. All right. So but thank you very much, guys, for watching. Much appreciated, much love, and we never had this many viewers. Right now at 10:43, we got 169 people.
Yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're killing it.
Glenn, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a hoot. Looking forward to having you on another live stream and more videos.
Absolutely, good to know you too, man. And plus, look forward to click those links in there, guys, and check out the book that Glenn put out. If you like it enough, and you say, "Hey, Glenn, this is for your cup of coffee," there's a link to tip him as well. So, all right.
You're not buying the book. You're just giving me money as a way of saying thank you for making it free to everyone.
Yes, exactly.
A quick note for the person calling me out. In free Rana, starting today, if you go to 10cardstavern.com, I'm going to be putting up the actual transcripts, as screwed up as they are, coming out of Adobe. So to help your note-taking, you can read the transcripts at 10cardstavern.com.
Nice.
On a daily basis.
Very cool.
So,
what's the next con everybody's going to?
Total Con.
When is that coming up? What's the fucking date?
Today's February 1st.
Not today's date.
No, today's date. Total Con's date.
Hold on, I have it on one of my
the
calendar
20th through the 22nd.
All right, there it is.
If I can get a day that doesn't require me to run errands or work my ass off, maybe BnaaUK down at Rice University.
BnaaUK? Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Rice University. That's where we killed the 486 player characters with Cthulhu and Paranoia. Collect Call of Cthulhu, greatest module ever.
Nice. All right, OrcCon in Los Angeles, somebody says in the chat here. So that's cool if you're going at the OrcCon there. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. Still got 169. You guys just won't give it up. Appreciate it.
Thank you.